Welcome. Special episode, Kickin the podcast. We're kicking in the whip today.
Kicking it in the whip.
Y'all see that leather. Y'all see that leather.
That cream interior is nice, my boy.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. We're riding nice. My son actually got some chocolate on here today. I was pretty upset about that, but
It's in the back seat though, so
nah.
Oh, it's up here.
Yeah, it was my fault. I had him riding front seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he,
We was going close. We was just going across the street. He was in the seatbelt. But
yeah. Everything was safe.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Everything was safe.
But that ain't why we here to talk about my parenting.
No, we not.
We ain't here to talk about that.
Nah, man, we here to do what we usually do, man. We here to kick it.
No, yeah. So
kick it, man.
what's on the agenda today?
What I was thinking about, or what I was actually talking about this week, as a matter of fact, on my live stream on TikTok. You guys want to follow that? We both have one. I don't know if you.
Nah, yeah. I ain't.
Y'all can follow me though. Y'all can follow
me.
me though. But I was on the live stream on TikTok this week, and we were actually talking about unpopular opinions. And I was like, you know what? That's a good one. So we started talking about it, and I actually heard some unpopular opinions that I completely agree with. So that's my question to you, bro. Like, do you have any unpopular opinions?
Shit.
No matter how subtle, bro, or random.
Or they got it.
They low key got it. Yeah, they just gotta move a little booty over to the side a little bit. Yeah, he good. She good.
Yeah. I'm gonna start going. Get out.
Jeffrey, there you go. Sometimes you gotta make some maneuvers to make sure everyone in the environment is comfortable. Yeah. No one's in anybody's way,
Nah, yeah. But my unpopular opinion is, you could change the ringtone on your iPhone. Like that's I don't know if that counts as an unpopular opinion, but you could change the ringtone on your iPhone. Like I changed mine, not by choice, but I changed the ringtone on my shit, and it's like, wow, it's.
So you mostly talk about like iPhone users.
Yeah, iPhone users.
Because
I change the ringtone on your phone.
I can't tell you how many MF times I've been in the store and somebody's phone would ding. Everybody's just
everybody looking.
Everybody pulling out their phones. Like we basically snitching on ourselves. Like, oh, so all y'all got iPhones.
And the crazy part is, like, how can't you tell that's not your phone and you got your phone on you? Like, that's what. No, it used to be me too.
And that makes sense too. But it's just that. There's a word for it, and I don't remember what it is. I'm not even gonna try to make one up.
Another unpopular opinion. I don't automatically feel bad when someone gets shot. And it's not that I'm desensitized, but it's that I know niggas be doing shit to get shot. That's how I feel about violence in general. It's like, yes,
somebody did something.
Like, exactly. Like, I can honestly say it's very rare that someone has just randomly acted out in violence on somebody. Like, I know a time it's happened to somebody, but that was the first time in my life. Like, I heard somebody just running up and somebody just getting punched for no reason. And they didn't even immediately get punched. So it's like, you just don't shoot somebody for nothing. Like, yes, it could be a petty ass reason. Not A lot of people get shot for petty shit.
Yes.
For petty shit, a lot of people get shot for that.
But at the end of the day, something was done.
Yeah, like, and not some petty shit. You know, a nigga bumped you, stepped on your shoe. Yeah, you wrong for shooting them.
Yeah.
But if you fucking like stole $3,000 from this person and they shot you because of it,
so, you know,
you kind of deserve that.
The thing about headlines, man. The thing about headlines and that them shits low key kind of lie. That's an unpopular opinion. Well, that's not an unpopular opinion at all, as a matter of fact. Headlines fucking lie. Because the headline will say, Florida man shoots woman. No, Florida man shoots man because he stepped on his shoe. But it won't say, you got to read the article for it to say, oh, this man in Florida got his shoe stepped on and he just said something about it. And bro started going off, and then he tried to walk away, and bro picked up a fucking chair and threw it at him. And it's like, that's why, at the end of the day, like you said, it's always something.
It's always something, bro.
Something always happen. Something always fucking happen, man. Shit, I got an unpopular opinion, man. I feel like when it comes to using the bathroom, both women and men have their own responsibility to make sure the seat is up and down when they use it.
Oh, facts. I have another unpopular opinion. I don't think you're doing anything. All right. I feel like we all been through this at work. Mm-hmm. Let's say you forgot something or left something open, right? Or like you just like you forgot to do something, and then one of your coworkers came behind you and like actually did it for you. My unpopular opinion is, I don't think you should tell me that. If you did something that I forgot to do, why are you telling me that? Why can't you have just did it? Because it's all our job at the end of the day. You don't have to tell me you just did it. I always hated that. Like, oh, you left the pen out the pen cup. Did you put it back? Yeah. Why are you talking to me? Like,
you know what'll make me even madder? If they don't.
If they don't put it back?
If they come and tell you like, hey, you know you left the pen out, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, did you put it back? Nah, you left it out. It's like, so now you gotta wait for me now because I gotta go back there.
That's my unpopular.
It's like, nah, that's for real. That's for real. And then when it goes back to the toilet seat thing, I just simply, I want people to see it as this, instead of just it being a misogynist or feminist thing. How about just everybody just have one motion? When I go in the bathroom, all I gotta do is pick up the seat. When you go in the bathroom, all you gotta do is put it down.
But to be honest, I don't lift the seat up, cause I can just wipe it off. If anything, like I wipe the seat off. So
and
I don't. That's why, cause I used to do that. I used to leave the seat up all the time. Yeah, you left the seat up. I just don't pick it up. I just wipe it off.
That's what I have transitioned into.
Yeah,
just leaving the seat down.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing. I'm one step away from just sitting down, so I don't have to clean it. I'm one step closer to just sitting down on the toilet just to pee.
That is another unpopular opinion. A lot of guys express that they pee sitting down. And I don't, but if I'm, on the toilet doing number 2, and then, like, it's not gay to pee sitting down.
It's not.
So, yeah, I've peed sitting down. It's not bad at all. Now, if it's one of them times where it's like, I'm a little bigger down there, yeah, that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna be comfortable. I should have just said it. When I'm on hard, because that was just cringe. That was just cringe,
bro. Cause I was like,
that was so cringy.
There
I'm
was so
sorry,
many,
y'all.
But I
I'm
swear to
sorry.
God, there was so many.
I made
questions.
everybody so uncomfortable with that. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
I had about 4 questions that I took back. I took back each one of them every time I was about
You
that.
gotta clip that
I don't know if I'm going to, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know if I'm going to, because that was like.
No, clip it as in like.
Yeah. That's gotta be a goddamn preview. Got you. Nah, man, because that was wild. I'm not even gonna lie, that was wild, but
no, that's how I feel.
but it's straight, bro. Shit. I personally think all religions are telling the truth in some type of way.
Yeah. That's something I feel like a lot of people are starting to realize. I ain't too surprised about that one. A lot of people starting to realize that.
Yeah. When I actually mentioned that on the live, a lot of people agreed as well. So I'm starting to wonder, how unpopular that is. Well, shit. Speaking of religion, I feel like what Christian says is God, Jehovah. I feel like he's starting to lose control.
They're gonna push that button for that one, buddy.
They're gonna get out.
They're gonna cancel you. They're gonna cancel you for that.
That's a cancel button.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Sosa.
Nah, man. I this is why I say this though. Other than the fact that like there is so much evil doing in the world.
Yep. Chaos.
It's pretty chaotic right now. There are a lot of what we believe are good people. We're losing them.
Indeed.
We're losing those people. Bro, back then, God used to pull up on you through a burning bush if he had to. Bro, listen to me. God used to pull up on you through a burning bush. Cain killed his brother, and God pulled up on him personally, like, hey, where your brother at?
That's how he did it to him.
He really like, yo, where your knowing he was gonna lie, yo, like, where your brother? Now, you know how much we have to like worship now? Worship and pray and pray and pray. You ever sent a real long message or something you needed and then had to send it again? And then had to send it again? And then had to send it again? But that's what praying is. People wake up and pray for the same thing every day. Back then, I don't think it used to be that hard to try to reach that. I feel like now, it's like that.
My unpopular opinion about the Bible is it is 1,000% a fictional story. I'm not. I feel like the entire basis of Christianity is based around a fictional story. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You said they was gonna push that button on me. Oh, they gonna push that button on you?
Nah. Listen, this is why I say that, because you gotta know how to debate people when they coming at you. So as a Christian, you have to be able to like give ground. You have to be able to compromise in certain areas, and that is one of the most obvious areas that you could compromise as a Christian in an argument. It's just by simply stating the facts. It's a book that was not written during those times. It was not, because there's no way it could have been properly translated to what it is now.
So let me ask you this. what specifically do you think might be real from there then?
Bro, the 10 Commandments are part of like 42 laws from like some Egyptian thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Egyptian thing was there first. The Bible but the 10 Commandments are in there. That same thing has like 42. The Bible just took 10.
Alright, so there are museums. There are museums that actually have science-based facts that supports some biblical stories. For instance, flood. Jonah and the flood.
See, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just want to highlight that my argument is not that the events in the Bible aren't real. That's I'm not saying they weren't based off real things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But it was put in a story. That's what made it fictitious.
They put it into a
They
story
put it in a book. Like they put it in a
understand.
story form pattern. I'm not saying the earth didn't flood. I'm not saying Jesus didn't rise up out the temple, because there's proof that he rose up out the temple. Like those things I'm not arguing, but what I am saying is the Bible, how people live their life based on the Bible. No, it's just a book. You take what you need. I grew up understanding the Bible stood for basic instructions before leaving earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I understood that as. It's an instructional manual with stories, along with songs, along with psalms that motivate you. Like it's something you should use to live life by. But by no means do I think it's all real. I don't believe it's all real. Me personally. That's my unpopular opinion. I think the Bible is literally just a book. Because they even tell you don't even need a temple to worship God.
I remember I fucking seen like this damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. No, not I seen. Again, I was on live on TikTok. And somebody had asked me if I went to church. And I told them, like, no. I still can, like, follow the Christian way, but I don't go to church. It was like, well, why not and stuff? I said, honestly, this is how I see it. I don't go to my mom and dad's house all the time. But that relationship is still the same. They still my mom and dad.
Yep.
They still my mom and dad. They know I'm good. I know they good. Like that relationship is still it's locked in. It's locked in. So it's like once I decided to, dip in that water, I chose the life that I chose. So it's like now that relationship is locked in. And my relationship with him, I feel like doesn't always have to be around everybody like that.
So saying all that, do you read the Bible?
No, not recently. I've read a lot of it, but recently, no. I know a lot of it, but no.
So have you ever, okay, which version of the Bible you read?
King James.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand everything when you read it?
Yeah.
Because I know the King James sometimes have words like the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
I actually do.
All right. Now, the faith that you have, Like the faith that you. All right. So my question to you is based
You
on.
already started it again?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
My question to you based on the faith that you have, that like you don't have to go to church every Sunday, or you don't really have to go to church at all, but you believe in God.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I don't have to go to church every Sunday. There are people that will argue that.
True. I'm not one of them. So what is it in the Bible that backs that faith that you have? Like,
it's basically the verses that has nothing to do with his story. It's the verses that sound more motivational and inspirational than the verses that sound like they're storytelling. Because honestly, if you read the stories in the Bible and then you watch enough movies, you realize that those storylines are always repeated in different types of ways and different types of forms. So you pretty much like are continuously seeing the same story and learning the same lesson over and over. However, those inspirational verses, like the one that says "do unto others," the main one that everyone knows, "do unto others as you would want them done unto you," it's like that's something that's like morally, no, you need to know that, and sometimes people forget.
So do you feel like that? I'm glad you said that. Do you feel like the Bible speaks on morals? Because a lot of other religious texts, they really like literally talk about morals. Like they literally talk about morals. And I can honestly say the Bible, at least from what I've read and what has been repeated back to me being in church, the Bible doesn't really touch on morals that much. It does, but it doesn't.
I feel like
it's very vague.
I feel like it's I don't feel like it's vague. I feel like, again, they're just like you said, how you feel like the Bible is like too fake. It's because they're trying to use too many stories to teach you a lesson instead of just
that's my
instead
thing.
Of just getting to the point, like, tell me what you want me to do.
That's my thing. And when you read the Bible, you realize you might be reading what I'm just throwing out an example. The book of Genesis. You might like get to like the 40th, 50th chapter before you really freaking get to what the book is really about. It's literally like a book introducing all the characters, their backstory, and things of that nature. Like, again, has nothing to do with my faith, but that is ground I'm willing to accept in the argument that the Bible could just be a book. And that's the same thing I would say about any other religious text. It's just a book. Somebody wrote it. The person you're praising didn't write that book. Somebody wrote it. So you can't argue that your faith is exactly like my main thing with the statement that I made. If y'all saw the last clip, my main thing with the statement I made was, I don't think your faith should be based on what you read in the Bible. Like, you should take what you take from the Bible, but that shouldn't be your faith. Like, you shouldn't be around here just spitting scriptures out at people. Like, what? Somebody